Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive with me today?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So today we're going to be looking into DIM 3X.
Okay.
Have you heard of this one?
Yeah, I've seen some stuff about it.
Yeah, it's making like a lot of buzz right now,
Hmm.
especially for men who are, maybe dealing with some of the I don't know, joys, shall we say, of
Yeah.
aging.
Right.
Um and it basically claims to help rebalance your hormones.
Okay.
As we get older, things can go a little haywire.
Yeah, for sure.
And you start to experience like less energy, and maybe you're not in as good of a mood,
Oh, yeah.
and maybe things are changing in ways that you don't want them to change.
Definitely.
So we're going to look into dim 3x and see if this supplement can really turn back the clock. What do you think?
I think it's a really interesting topic, and I think it's something that a lot of men are probably curious about.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that, everyone goes through as they age. It's a natural part of life.
Yeah.
But it's not always, like you said, a welcome part of life.
Right.
So I think it's great that we're going to dive into this and, break down the science and see what's going on.
Yeah,
I think that can be really helpful and empowering for people to understand what's happening in their bodies.
totally. And I've been looking at the marketing material for dim 3x,
Okay.
and they don't hold back. They're really painting this picture of like this hormonal shift that happens as men age.
Okay.
And they use some pretty dramatic language, like it's a war zone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, where your testosterone is like plummeting and
Yeah.
estrogen is like taking over.
Oh, my goodness.
And they even mention some specific symptoms that are, kind of embarrassing.
Uh-huh.
Like they mention weight gain and fatigue, low libido,
Yeah.
and even man boobs.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, some of that's pretty relatable, right?
Yeah, I think, a lot of those symptoms do resonate with people as they get older.
Yeah.
And, while the marketing might be playing it up a little bit for effect, the underlying science, is real.
Okay.
Testosterone does naturally decline as men age,
Okay.
and that can contribute to some of those symptoms for sure.
So less energy for the gym,
Yeah, potentially.
maybe a little less pep in your step overall.
Right.
And not as much enthusiasm in the bedroom.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Testosterone plays a really important role in things like muscle mass and energy levels,
Hmm.
and of course, libido. So
Right.
it's understandable that as testosterone declines, you might see some changes in those areas.
Okay, so that's the not so fun part.
Yeah.
But here's where DIM 3X comes in.
Okay.
They're claiming to be like a natural solution to all of these hormone woes.
Interesting.
And it's a pretty impressive list. More energy, better mood, fat reduction, increased strength, better focus,
Wow.
even improved performance in the bedroom.
Okay.
So the question is, can DIM actually live up to all of this hype?
Yeah, that's the big question, right? Can one supplement really do all that?
Exactly.
I mean, it sounds almost too good to be true.
It does.
So to understand DIM 3X, let's start with DIM itself.
Okay.
DIM stands for diindolylmethane,
Okay.
and it's actually a compound that's found naturally in cruciferous vegetables.
Oh, really? So we're not talking about some kind of crazy synthetic concoction.
No, not at all.
Like-
It's found in things like broccoli and cauliflower and kale.
So like foods that we're already supposed to be eating for our health.
Exactly, yeah. And it's actually been studied for quite some time for its potential health benefits.
Interesting. But what makes it so special when it comes to hormones?
Well, DIM is believed to have this unique ability to balance estrogen levels in the body.
Wait, estrogen? Isn't that a female hormone?
That's a common misconception. Men have estrogen too, just in smaller amounts. And it's all about balance, right?
Okay, so it's like a hormonal seesaw.
Exactly. Too much estrogen can lead to some of those unwanted symptoms we talked about earlier.
Like the man boobs and stuff?
Yeah, potentially. And so DIM is thought to work by helping the body convert bad estrogen into good estrogen.
Oh, so there's like good estrogen and bad estrogen.
Yeah, essentially. Some forms of estrogen are linked to certain health issues, while others are considered more beneficial. And DIM is thought to help nudge things in the right direction.
That's fascinating. So it's not about eliminating estrogen altogether. It's about making sure you have the right kind.
Exactly.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So is that where the 3X in DIM 3X comes in?
That's a great question.
Like triple the balancing power or something?
The 3X actually refers to their 3X absorption system. They've included two natural compounds, estrogen and bioperine.
Astra what and bio what?
estrogen and bioperine.
Okay.
And they've been clinically shown to enhance the absorption of nutrients. So it's like giving DIM a VIP pass into your system.
Oh, okay. So it helps your body actually absorb and use the DIM more effectively.
Precisely.
That's pretty cool.
Of
And they also
course.
include vitamin E, right?
That's right. Vitamin E plays a crucial role in supporting healthy testosterone production.
Wait, so vitamin E helps with testosterone too?
It does. It's a powerful antioxidant, and it's involved in a lot of bodily functions, including hormone health. And you know what's interesting?
Well,
I read that over half of American adults are deficient in vitamin E.
really? Wow, that's a lot of people.
It is. So, ensuring you're getting enough vitamin E can be really important for men, especially as they age.
So it sounds like they've really thought this through, huh?
Mm-hmm.
DIM to balance estrogen, vitamin E to support testosterone, and then this 3X absorption system to make sure everything is working as efficiently as possible.
Yeah, it does seem like they've taken a very comprehensive approach to hormone support.
It really does.
Yeah.
So is there anything else we need to think about besides just like taking a supplement?
Well, you know, our lifestyle choices actually play a huge role in maintaining healthy hormone levels as we age.
Okay.
So things like diet and exercise and stress
Mhm.
management, all of those can really impact our hormonal balance.
So it's not just about treating the symptoms, but actually addressing the root causes.
Exactly. And diet is a great place to start.
Okay.
You know, a balanced diet that's rich in fruits and vegetables, lean protein, healthy fats.
Okay.
All of those can provide the nutrients that our bodies need
Hmm.
to produce hormones optimally.
So basically what mom always told us, eat your veggies.
Mm-hmm.
But does that really make a difference when it comes to hormones?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Certain foods can actually support testosterone production.
Like what?
Well, for example, foods that are rich in zinc,
Okay.
like oysters, beef, pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds. Interesting.
Yeah, they've all been linked to healthy testosterone levels.
Okay, zinc for the win. What about exercise? I know when I work out, I just feel better overall.
Mm-hmm.
But how does that actually impact hormones?
Well, exercise, especially strength training, is one of the most effective ways to naturally boost your testosterone levels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like sending a signal to your body saying,
Right.
hey, we need more of this.
So it's not just about building muscle. It's actually helping your body produce more testosterone?
Exactly.
Cool. And then there's stress, which I feel like is just a part of life these days.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I know when I'm stressed out, I just have less energy. I'm not as motivated.
Mm-hmm.
Is that my hormones going haywire?
It could be. You know, chronic stress can really disrupt our hormones.
Okay.
It leads to an increase in cortisol,
Okay.
which is the stress hormone, and that can actually suppress testosterone production.
Oh, no. So stress is like a double whammy. It makes you feel bad and it messes with your hormones.
Pretty much, yeah. But the good news is that there are things we can do to manage stress and support healthy cortisol levels.
Okay, like what? Give me some tips.
Well, things like mindfulness practices, like meditation,
Right?
yoga, spending time in nature,
Hmm.
even just getting enough sleep, all of these things can help reduce stress and promote relaxation.
So it's really about finding what works for you
Yeah,
and making it a part of your routine.
exact.
Okay, so it sounds like we need a multi-pronged approach here.
I think so, yeah.
Like a supplement like DIM3X might be helpful,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really going to work best when it's combined with, a healthy lifestyle.
Exactly. It's like building a house. The supplement might be the foundation, but you still need the walls, the roof, and all the finishing touches to make it a comfortable and functional home.
I love that analogy.
It's about the whole picture,
So DIM3X might give us that initial boost,
right?
but then it's up to us to maintain those healthy habits that will support our hormones in the long run.
Exactly. And let's not forget the power of knowledge, too.
Yeah, that's true.
The more we understand about how our bodies work,
Right.
the better choices we can make about our health.
Totally.
Mm.
Speaking of knowledge, I was looking at some of the testimonials for DIM3X,
Oh, yeah.
and people are saying some pretty amazing things.
Oh, wow. Like what?
Like they're talking about increased energy and improved mood,
Mm-hmm.
even weight loss. Like they found the fountain of youth.
It's always inspiring to see those kinds of results.
It is. Of course, everyone's experience is going to be different,
Right.
but it's still encouraging to see that people are finding positive results.
Definitely.
And Prime Genix does offer a 67-day money-back guarantee.
Oh, wow.
So it seems like they're pretty confident in their product.
Yeah, it does sound like they stand behind their claims.
Yeah. And it's kind of a safety net for anyone who might be thinking about trying it.
Yeah, definitely. If it doesn't work for you, you're not out anything.
Exactly. Speaking of trying it out, what are your thoughts on this whole DIM3X thing?
Well, what I find really intriguing is that this supplement is prompting a bigger conversation about men's health,
Hmm.
especially as it relates to aging.
Yeah.
For too long, hormone-related issues have been kind of brushed aside or treated like they're taboo.
Right, like we're not supposed to talk about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the reality is these issues are really common,
Yeah.
and they can really impact a man's quality of life.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about time we start talking about these things openly and honestly.
I agree.
And it's empowering to know that there are options available,
Hmm.
whether it's lifestyle changes or supplements or a combination of both.
Right. It's not just about feeling better physically, it's
Yeah,
about feeling confident and vibrant in all areas of your life.
I love that. It's about embracing aging, not fearing it.
Exactly. It's about
Uh,
recognizing that we have more control over our health and well-being than we might think.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive into DIM 3X, I want to ask you, our listener, what are your thoughts? Are you thinking about trying DIM 3X? Or maybe you're still a little skeptical about all the claims.
Hmm.
What stands out to you in all of this?
Well, you know what I find fascinating is this growing interest in natural solutions for age-related issues.
Yeah.
People are starting to realize that maybe synthetic hormones aren't the best way to go,
Right.
and they're looking for more natural ways to support their bodies.
Yeah, there's definitely a shift happening in how we think about health and wellness.
Right. It's not just about finding that quick fix anymore.
Yeah,
It's about taking a more holistic approach.
exactly. And I feel like DIM 3X kind of fits into that trend.
I think so too. It's not trying to replace your hormones with something artificial.
Right.
It's about giving your body what it needs to make its own hormones more effectively.
Yeah, and the fact that DIM comes from vegetables.
Right.
Like, it's something that our bodies are already familiar with.
Yeah, exactly. It's not some foreign substance that your body's going to freak out about.
Right. But even with natural supplements, I guess it's always smart to be cautious,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Supplements shouldn't be a replacement for a healthy lifestyle.
Right.
And, while the research on DIM is promising,
Hmm.
there's still more to learn about its long-term effects.
Yeah, it's always good to do your research before you start taking anything new.
Definitely. Talk to your doctor, read up on it yourself, and pay attention to how your body feels.
And I guess it's important to remember that what works for one person might not work for everyone.
Oh, for sure. Our bodies are so complex, there's no magic bullet that's going to work for everyone.
So true. It's all about finding what's right for you.
Exactly. And that's where knowledge and self-awareness come in.
Right.
The more you understand about your body and how it changes as you age, the better decisions you can make for your health.
Well said. So as we wrap up our deep dive into DIM 3X,
Mm-hmm.
I encourage you to keep exploring this topic. Maybe DIM 3X is something you want to try.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's inspired you to double down on those healthy habits we talked about.
it's all good.
Whatever you decide, just remember that aging is a natural part of life.
Mm-hmm.
And feeling your best at every age is a journey, not a destination.
I love that.
So keep learning, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep listening to your body. Until next time, stay curious.